everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Boy in a Different Rhythm of Life. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Every morning in my small, quiet neighborhood begins with a familiar sound, the gentle tap-tap of paws on the tile floor. Before my alarm clock rings, before the world remembers its deadlines and noise, Boy is already awake. He stretches slowly, front paws extended, back arched like a tiny bow to the day. His ears twitch at the sound of birds outside the window. Then he turns to look at me, eyes soft and patient, as if asking, "Are you ready to begin slowly?" I was not always someone who understood slow mornings. My days used to begin with urgency, checking messages, scrolling through news, worrying about tasks that had not yet even started. But Boy does not believe in rushing. He waits. And somehow, that waiting becomes contagious. When I sit up, he wags his tail in gentle approval, as though I've made a wise decision. We walk outside into the cool morning air. The sky is still pale, the streets mostly empty, and the world feels like it belongs only to us. Boy stops often. He sniffs the grass. He studies fallen leaves as if they hold important secrets. He watches ants march with serious concentration. What used to feel like pointless delays now feel like invitations. Invitations to notice the world. At the corner of the street, an elderly woman watering her plants smiles at him. "Good morning, Boy," she says every day. He wags politely, as if he understands greetings matter. I realize then, he is not just my dog. He is a small bridge between people. Because of him, I greet neighbors. Because of him, strangers smile. Because of him, mornings feel human again. When we return home, I pour his food into the bowl. He does not attack it greedily. He sits and waits, looking up for permission. That quiet patience teaches me more about discipline than any self-help book ever could. After breakfast, he curls near my feet while I drink coffee. No demands, no noise, just presence. And in that presence, I notice something surprising. The day feels softer. The rhythm of the day used to be dictated by screens, notifications, and invisible pressures. But Boy moves through the hours differently. Not lazily, not aimlessly, but attentively. Late morning sunlight pours through the doorway, creating a warm square on the floor. Without hesitation, he settles into that patch of light like it was reserved just for him. Watching him, I realize he has an extraordinary ability. He always chooses comfort when comfort is available. Not indulgence, not excess, just comfort. When I work at my desk, he naps nearby. Occasionally, he lifts his head to check if I am still there. If our eyes meet, his tail taps the floor twice. Reassurance exchanged without words. Around noon, he reminds me it is time to step outside again. Not urgently, not impatiently. He simply stands near the door and looks back at me. A quiet suggestion. Outside, children ride bicycles past us. One little boy slows down to pet Boy. Boy leans gently into his hand, careful and calm. There is a softness in his posture that seems to tell the child, "You are safe." The boy laughs. His mother smiles. A small moment happens, simple, brief, but real. I might have missed it if not for the leash in my hand. Back inside, the afternoon heat settles heavily. Boy sprawls across the floor, legs stretched in impossible directions, completely relaxed. Watching him makes it impossible to remain tense. I realize something else. He never rehearses tomorrow's worries. He never replays yesterday's mistakes. He lives in a continuous present. When rain begins tapping on the roof later that day, he watches droplets gather and fall from the edge of the awning. His head tilts, curious but calm. Thunder rumbles far away. He does not panic. He simply comes to sit beside me. Together, we listen. In that moment, the rain is not an inconvenience. It is a shared experience. Evening approaches. The sky deepens into warm orange, then violet. Boy becomes slightly more energetic, sensing the day's closing chapter. He trots in small circles, excited for dinner, excited for another walk, excited for no particular reason at all. Joy, for him, requires no justification. And perhaps that is his greatest lesson. Living with Boy has quietly reshaped my understanding of what it means to live well. In a world that rewards speed, productivity, and constant urgency, he practices a different rhythm, one rooted in patience, presence, and simple connection. Through him, I have learned that slowing down does not mean falling behind. It means noticing the sky before the heat of the day arrives, greeting neighbors instead of passing them in silence, and allowing small moments to become meaningful. His gentle interactions with children, strangers, and even the quiet corners of our street remind me that animals often guide humans back toward kindness. Today's fast-paced life can leave us exhausted and disconnected, not only from others, but from ourselves. Boy teaches that rest is necessary, attention is a gift, and companionship, whether human or animal, is a healing force. If we wish to bring more peace into our daily lives, we can begin with simple practices. Pause before rushing, step outside without a phone, greet someone warmly, and care for animals with patience and respect. When we treat animals with compassion, we strengthen our own humanity. By following a gentler rhythm, like Boy does every day, we create a life that feels less heavy and far more alive.